Making YouTube videos is a really fun process, but the rest, not so much. A lot of my creative time used to disappear in planning, figuring out what to shoot, writing scripts, or just trying to organize my thoughts. That really changed when I discovered how to adapt my workflow for different types of videos. To keep things fun and avoid burnout for myself, I now try to alternate between fully scripted content and more spontaneous talking headshots, using B roll to visually support my storytelling. For my scripted videos, I use Notion to write everything out, from the script to a detailed list of B roll shots that I'll need for the video. I've also set up a few AI prompts in Notion that help me brainstorm titles, outlines, and even bullet pointed scripts. This saves me a lot of time in editing. Once I'm done filming, I just match the numbered B-roll clips to their corresponding parts and the video comes together pretty smoothly. When I film talking head content, I try not to follow a script word for word. I speak more freely to keep things authentic and to stay sharp on camera. It keeps my delivery natural and my presence strong. By the way, if you're struggling to save time planning or editing your videos, I make tips like these every week, so consider subscribing to not miss out on videos like these each week. I shoot with my Lumix GH6 and occasionally with my iPhone 15 Pro, but the biggest shift in my process hasn't been about gear, it's all been about mindset. Now I choose my camera based on the type of shot I need. For example, if I'm filming an overhead shot where I showcase something on my iPhone, I usually reach for the GH6 because of its sharpness, flexibility, and image control. But if I want a quick second angle or something casual, the iPhone gets the job done effortlessly. I still prioritize using the GH6 whenever possible, not just to get the most out of my investments, but also to add variety and depth into my visuals. That versatility makes my content feel more dynamic and polished without needing a ton of extra equipment. Editing is still a big part of my process, but it's way more streamlined now. Since I use a scripted approach, I just run through my script and shoot B-roll that I need to match each part, simple and efficient. Good audio is equally important. After testing different setups, shotgun mics off frame, camera mounted mics, what works best for me is the DJI Mic Mini. It frees me from needing to be close to the camera and still delivers scripts sound like this. I plug it into my camera for talking headshots or into my laptop for voiceovers like this one. To clean up the audio, I run it through Adobe Podcasts, which works surprisingly well most of the time. The key isn't outsourcing creativity, it's letting AI handle the repetitive tasks so I can stay focused on storytelling. I'm genuinely curious about what part of the process that you guys struggle with. Is it editing? Is it scripting or planning? Let me know in the comments down below. And if you found this video helpful, no pressure, but the subscribe button is just sitting kind of down there. Just so you don't miss out any future videos. That was it for me today, and I'll catch y'all in the next video.